So there is a lot of information out there about firearms. I'm no expert, but I just want to give you a rough idea of how the world of firearms gets divided up. Now, there are many people who own just one gun, but the average gun owner owns 3 to 5 guns, and there are many gun owners who own 10 or more guns. And a lot of people find that very concerning, that people are accumulating whole arsenals of firearms. But really, if you take into consideration the different types of firearms there are, you can see how someone could accumulate more and more firearms that are specialized for different purposes. So the first distinction that we want to make is between what we can call long guns, which are these 4 here, and then handguns, which are the 4 in the front. Now, long guns would include both shotguns and rifles. Shotguns fire, as the name suggests, shot. Those are contained in this shell. Inside of here are lots of different pellets, and the pellets vary in size depending on the type of shotgun it is. It's got some explosive powder in there, and so when it shoots, the shot comes out the end of the shotgun. This is a semi-automatic shotgun. Rifles shoot bullets, and so these two here are both 22 caliber rifles. 22 is a very small bullet, as you can see. It's cheap to buy, and so a lot of people shoot these for fun. A lot of kids start out with a 22 rifle as their first gun. This one is a bolt action, so you have to push the bolt in and close it. That chambers the round, and every time you shoot, you need to pull the bolt back and then push it back in to chamber a round. This is a semi-automatic 22 rifle, so however many rounds are in the magazine, another round will automatically load every time. Now, this is the dreaded black rifle, the AR-15. This is the round that it shoots. It's a .223 caliber round, which means it is .223 inches in diameter approximately. And if you consider the fact that the 22 round that we just talked about is also .22 inches in diameter, this bullet is basically the same diameter as this bullet, but of course this one is larger and there's more powder contained in the casing, so it can be shot at a higher speed. But if you compare that .223 round to a 30-06, this is a very typical hunting caliber. You can see how much larger that is. This is made to take down big game. In many places, the .223 round isn't even legal for hunting because it's not powerful enough to humanely kill a game in hunting. Now, moving on to our handguns. Again, many different types of handguns, but these are some that are very typical across the front. This is a 22 caliber pistol, semi-automatic. It again shoots the 22 round. This is 9mm semi-automatic pistol. 9mm is probably the most commonly shot handgun round in the United States and probably also in the world. And then here in the front you have a .45 caliber semi-automatic pistol. And you can see again the differences in the sizes of the 3 rounds, the .45, the 9mm, and the 22. Again, strange conventions. That's .22 inches in diameter. That's 9mm in diameter, and that's .45 inches in diameter. But you can see the guns, this 22 caliber pistol is actually larger in size than the 9mm and the .45, so you can't really judge the caliber of a pistol just based on the size of the gun itself. And then of course you have the old trusty revolver here, in which you load the cartridges into this cylinder, and then you close the cylinder and it can fire, in this case, 5 rounds at a time. Now, these guns can be used for all sorts of different purposes. I talk about the shift from gun culture 1.0, which is grounded in hunting and recreational shooting, to gun culture 2.0, which is grounded in self-defense. But any one of these guns can be used for hunting, recreation, or self-defense, depending on the person's purposes. And so there's nothing inherent in a gun that makes it a gun culture 1.0 or a gun culture 2.0 device. And in fact, there are good uses for any type of firearm for any of those purposes, depending again on what the person's intentions are.